Hi there, my name is Lara Waldman and I am the Abundance Activator. And today I'd like to speak to you about transforming the shadow. So what is the shadow? Well, these are the parts of you that are hiding in the shadows, that you've hidden away somewhere for no one else to see, and maybe even yourself. They can be aspects of yourself that you're not even aware of. But essentially there's parts of yourself that you've judged to be wrong, bad, ugly, shameful, unlovable, not good enough, not worthy, not deserving, or maybe too much, too great, too powerful, too wonderful, too beautiful, too fantastic. The parts of you that you just feel are unacceptable. So at some point in your life, in this life or another lifetime, you may have made a choice to hide certain aspects of yourself. Now, what happens when these aspects of you are in the shadows? Well, they become like these big, scary monsters. So, you know when a child is scared of the dark and they may open their eyes and in the corner of their room they see a monster. They see something that's incredibly scary. But as soon as the light gets switched on, that thing that seemed like this incredible scary monster is actually a toy or some clothes in the corner, not what the child thought it was. And it's not unlike our shadow self. Anything that's in the dark that we can't see clearly can seem incredibly frightening, incredibly scary. But as soon as we put light onto it, as soon as we bring your conscious awareness to it, it's actually not as scary as we thought. So what we really want to do here is we want to shine a light on all the parts of you that are hiding in the shadows. And what I mean by that is bring your consciousness, your awareness to all aspects of you. Because when you do, it's like shining a light on the stuff that you've hidden away in the dark. And what I know after working with many, many people over many, many years as a healer is that these aspects that you deem unacceptable actually have incredible beauty in them, incredible gifts. And I believe that these parts of you are part of your purpose and part of what you're here to share with the world. But you can fear them, consciously or unconsciously. So this is a process. It's not that you're going to bring everything out of the shadows all at once. But I'd like to give you permission or invite you to have the courage to start looking at all aspects of you and welcoming these parts of you out of the shadows. Because the problem is, those parts you hide in the shadows, they don't just sit there quietly. They fester. And they can cause all sorts of problems. The stuff you hide in the shadow can create ill health, can create emotional imbalance, it can create all sorts of problems. It sneaks out. The shadow stuff leaks out. Often it can't be sealed away and locked away completely. So it causes problems. It causes problems. For me, I locked my power, a lot of who I was away in my belly, and I created candida and thrush and emotional imbalance. It was really unpleasant and really uncomfortable. And I didn't realize at the time, but I'd actually locked away aspects of myself that I thought were too much, too big, too powerful, too scary. And of course, that's a work in progress. That's been a work in progress over many years, bringing more of me out of hiding and sharing more aspects of myself in the world. And it's a work in progress, absolutely. So what you can do if you want, if you're ready to deep dive into the shadow of you, as part of your daily meditation practice, you can welcome all parts of you here. So you can simply say at some point in your meditation practice, I welcome all parts of me here now. I call all parts of me in the shadow to come out into the light and share these parts of me with the world. And you can literally start with an invitation or an intention. And you're giving permission every day, ideally, for these parts to come out of hiding. But it's a practice. Can you imagine these parts have been locked away and hidden and they don't really know where their place is in the world, and it may take some time to feel safe enough to share these parts of you. So it might be like a little turtle poking its head out and you may snap back into your shell again. But this is why a regular practice really helps, because it helps you to slowly feel more and more safe to be here. And it's also about discovering parts of you that you may have cut off from a long time ago. And what I found is, once you move beyond, the fear, it actually feels like coming home, because these parts are in the shadow. They are you. They are parts of you. They just haven't really felt like there's a place here. These parts of you haven't felt like it's okay to be here or safe to be here, or that there's room for you here. And there's all sorts of, interesting reasons why that is. But really all you need to do is start with making a choice to welcome you home. Welcome you home back into yourself. And in a way, no one can love or accept you better than you. If you don't love and accept and welcome these parts of you, no one else will. And the interesting thing is if you deem aspects of yourself to be unacceptable or unlovable that you've hidden away, that's going to get mirrored out in your external environment. That will be reflected. That inner belief will be reflected in your outer environment. So as you start to accept and love yourself and dive into these parts of yourself more, you'll notice that there'll be an external reflection of that too, in the positive. So it's very simple. It's not always an easy process. It's not always a comfortable process, but simply start with welcoming all parts of you that have been hiding in the shadows to come out and share themselves in the light. And just breathe and be with you. You can ask, hey, what aspects of me have I been hiding? And it's like a discovery and exploration, because maybe you don't know, maybe you've forgotten what you've hidden away. Sometimes I get the image of diving into a deep, dark cave that you're exploring, and you're going in, you've discovered a cave, it's pitch black, you have no idea what's in there. Oh my God, there might be all sorts of creatures, it's very terrifying, but you go in, you courageously come into the cave, strike a light, bring a candle, shine some light around this dark space and see what you discover. And there may be some hidden jewels in there, or gems, precious stones. It's often not as scary as it may seem. So start with that and see how you get on. Gently, gently, slowly, slowly, lovingly, lovingly. There's no rush. You can't force this process. All you can do is create an invitation and space for you to show up. It's a process. So be gentle and loving and kind to yourself, and know that you can't go deeper or further than you're ready. So you have a natural built-in protection system that will only take you as far as you're ready to go. So have no fear. If you need any support or help with this, please feel free to contact me. I'm here to support you. Sending you lots of love.